How's it going, guys? My name is RighteousNicky and welcome to another Overmind game. Now this particular game I have named not an easy Nova game, because I remember that this game wasn't actually that interesting maybe, but it was pretty hard for me. Oops. It was pretty hard for me as winning it. That was the hard part. Now actually, I'm going to highlight Gazuo here. We're going to be playing on Tomb of the Spider Queen. I'm going to ban Sylvanas. Sylvanas is pretty decent with pushing with the spiders. And usually Gazuo is my most comfortable pick on this map. And I would be very glad if I have the opportunity to play it. They're going to ban Zu. Zu is also pretty strong on this map because he can control several lanes at once by depushing them and collecting gems, which is pretty strong. We're going to get Tychus now. Tychus is a pretty solid, one of the meta auto attackers currently, so that's no surprise there. They're going to get meta Malfurion and Varian. So not much to talk there. Azmodan on the other hand. Now Azmodan, not many players actually can play Azmodan, but I have seen some very OP Azmodan players, and I like Azmodan on my team, especially if he's played properly. But what I don't like is two specialists. So I think to myself, and maybe Gazuo isn't the best choice here now that we have one specialist, maybe I should consider something else. They're going to ban Johanna. Now that probably means that Varian is going to go auto attacks, because Johanna is a tank that can make auto attackers suffer quite a lot. She has miss, she has stuns, basically a lot of annoying stuff. Now we're going to go ban Zarya. We thought to ourselves that Zarya plus Varian is a pretty nasty combo, probably. Actually, I thought to myself because I'm banning. But usually I've been banning Zarya because I find her annoying overall. And by the way, this game was recorded maybe 3 weeks ago, so Zarya was a bit fresher then. The meta has shifted a bit to Dehaka, but that's another story. Now they're going to go for Arthas here. Arthas is pretty good off tank. For a solo main tank, I don't know, but it's definitely pretty good for this map, especially because the Syndragosa can freeze the structures very smooth and nicely when the spiders is pushing. Gul'dan is pretty good for killing big minions of spiders and minions with his Q. Generally pretty solid pick as well. Now I'm going to go for Nova mainly because Gul'dan is a very immobile target, which is a very easy pick for Nova. And not only that, but actually I haven't been playing 0-2 that much yet. This was back when I have been playing Nova mostly, so I've been considering Nova more than 0-2. And I was hoping that this guy is going to pick ATC so we can combo, but he changed for Leoric. Leoric can also be a very nice combo with Entomb. They're going to pick Lunara, a very mobile DPS that can actually fuck us up pretty badly here. But let's see how this game is going to go. So as a Nova, I go for the normal build that I usually go. Oops, is it lagging or something? I'm not really sure. So basically I go for the crippling. I think it was called crippling shot, I'm not really sure. Basically, my W swallows for a much higher amount and for a reduced mana cost, which is pretty good for me. I mainly take it for the extra swallow because it makes ganking so much easier with the extra swallow and landing your Q as well. Now we are having some chaotic fightings here happening. We're going to well secure one on Arthas. And considering that they have an Arthas, it's probably likely that Varian is going to go for a full tank build, because Arthas solo tank isn't very ideal. Not that, though we actually have a Leoric solo tank as well. Usually Arthas isn't picked that much for a solo tanking. It's possible though, I don't mind Arthas as a solo tank, but generally I feel like the player must be pretty good to execute him as a solo tank. Now, I'm telling you all this from someone that actually doesn't play tanks, and I'm going to auto Arthas here. Azmodan though is going to be out of range from his laser. That's pretty unfortunate. Varian is going to be doing some damage on me here, but I'm just trying to not get that deep. I usually have this problem in getting deep a lot of the times when I should not be doing that. I usually try to use my images here to get some vision, especially in the fogs there. I'm so used to calling them bushes, but on this map they're clearly purple fogs. So Asmodan is roaming between those two lanes, but no one's at the bottom there. And as a Nova, I cannot be soaking. I mean, I can, but first of all, I cannot clear any minions effectively, and second, I'm just more useful at ganking and roaming. So that's that. Rexer, I mean not Rexer. Oh my god, I was thinking about an orc when I saw the minimap. Rhaegar is going to be doing that, and Asmodan here is getting punched by 4 people there. Really not good for him. I'm going to try to pick up a kill on Varian, but that minion wave just showed up and I knew that I was going to miss. I'm going to throw Asmodan now, especially with Leoric coming up. It's going to be a very nice secure there. I'm going to go for the covert missions. In my opinion, this is the best talent for level 4. Though the other talents improve your E in various useful ways. I actually usually pick before the change of the level 4 talents. I usually pick the one that reduces the mana cost and the cooldown, so I can block some of the spells that are projectiles, like Murder's Q. In this case, they actually don't have such spells, and I think the covered mission it actually isn't ideal for this map because there's actually only 3 more camps. But still, if you get 4 stacks, there's always this possibility for you to take their camp, which is something. And if you have 2 stacks, you can go towards the bottom camp. Usually on this map, the camps aren't taken that much because people are trying to soak the 3 lanes, and that usually takes a lot of effort. And having this talent can be a bit useful in securing some camps here. So Asmodan died there. I've been noticing that Asmodan has been in a very strange position. Now I wasn't expecting a Malfurion there on the side. He healed the Varian, and I just got annihilated there. I should have checked the fog there before I engaged. But I just saw that Varian was pretty low, and I took my shot. And yeah, I'm just telling to my team here that we actually need our healer to be roaming with us and not being on the soaking bottom versus Lunara, which is suicide. I mean, Rhaegar cannot do much versus a Lunara. I mean, he can probably out-sustain her because of the heal, but in general, he's just going to be much more useful to us as a healer than as a soaker. So I'm going to get level 10. This is the most important talent for Nova, the Snipe Master. I'm going to be getting my stacks pretty soon by landing my Qs. And oh, I'm going to get charged by Varian there. Arthas as well going to swallow me. They are doing a lot of damage on me, but I'm going to be able to escape. I'm landing my Qs there to be doing some damage. Asmodan, nice Q there. Arthas was surviving quite a lot there, but another Q on Varian is going to bring him pretty well. They're going to be able to finish him there as well. I know why no one is taking the gems. Rhaegar should have sneaked there, in my opinion, to secure that big gem at least. Ouch. Yeah, I got a bit damaged there, but by Gul'dan. That's not going to be that big of a deal. And Lunara constantly putting those wisps there. Now, I think Asmodan is a bit of a trouble on the bottom lane. This spider, just very annoying. The little spider. Oh, but I see 3 people now, and thankfully they didn't saw me, because if Malfurion revealed me there, I was probably gonna die. I got a kill on Lunara there, but I got stuck on the root's edge there, so that really sucked. Yeah. Their Varian is soaking at the top. Oh, Arthas here, pretty well there. He's actually... I'm sometimes amazed how some Arthases manage to sustain themselves that good. Because sometimes when I play Arthas, I feel like I cannot do it. I don't know. Um. What else here? We're getting closer to level 10, which is pretty good. I actually have 5 stacks on my Snapmaster, which you always want to have. This build requires for you to not miss your Qs. Because if you miss your Q, you need some time to build up your damage again. Which is going to take some time away from you DPSing properly. But that's not that... So... so that really means that you need to be performing on your Q on top level. So you can get max value from this talent. Now, I'm going to go for the Precision Strike. Because I can combo with Leoric. And I remember that Leoric actually landed some pretty shit ults throughout the entire game. I see nothing happened there. It was only on Varian, and Varian just walked out of it. Leoric didn't bother to block him in. Yeah, we're just going to casual trade there. And as you can see here, actually Varian went for the auto attack build, the Twin Blades. So that's going to be another target that has a lot of regen. This is going to be hard to take. I'm trying to get my stacks back up. Is it? Yeah, it's our spider, so we're going to have some time of a breather until our hero comes back from the grave. Go down reviews me here. Just trying to get my stacks up. I got hit there by 3 of Gul'dan's corruptions, which was pretty bad. I missed my Q. I'm pretty low on HP and mana at this point. It's probably best to get the hell out of here. So, my Precision Strike is ready. And I'm pinging it, so maybe Leoric can react and use his ult. We're ganking Arthas here, actually. And I just don't get this Leoric. I mean, he probably used it to block Arthas' path towards his team. But I mean, Arthas could have just went towards his fort. So that doesn't make much sense. Or maybe he tried to block their team from Arthas. But General Arthas was already dead when he used the ult, so that was a bit not good timing, yeah. Rhaegar is going to heal Tychus there, which is pretty nice. Another Web Weaver wave is going to go. I was actually trying to get this Merc camp there before the Web Weavers, but I wasn't there on time. Now, level 13 is a pretty nice talent. This talent that I've picked, I didn't saw its name. Oh, I missed my Q there brutally. But generally, it increases your Q range by 10%, which isn't much. But the best part of this talent is it removes the mana cost of your Q. So the only mana cost that you're going to have to worry is going to be from your mirror image, your Quon, and your W, and your ult. So that is going to allow you to spam your Q much more effectively. Now I'm going to use my ultimate to try to zone them out from me, but I'm going to die. Not really sure why Rhaegar wasn't helping us out there. To be honest, I was in a pretty shitty position anyway. But yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty good point that I made there as well. Generally, Varian 1 versus 1, especially versus not big damage, is generally a win. So we need to outnumber Varian and outburst him. So I have my 4 stacks here. I decide to probably I should take this camp because I don't want to be sitting on 4 stacks constantly, because I know I can make another 4 stacks in the meantime. So I just don't want to waste its value, so I'm just going to secure our camp there. Fighting is happening here. Leoric is going to get ulted by Rhaegar, and I'm just waiting for this Leoric Entomb anytime now, because I don't want to be wasting my ult on nothing. And there it is again, man. I just cannot believe it. I just have to ult there. I think I landed on 1 or 2 people there, but I just cannot combo with Leoric. Now Varian is actually sustaining himself quite heavily there. I managed to execute him with a Q there. We're 4 versus 4. More Fury is going to ult. I'm taking tons of damage there. I'm just trying to get out of here because we're in a bad spot. Asmodan is going to get wrecked. I'm just going to collect those gems here. I don't want them to go to waste. I'm just going to be poking so I can get my Q stacks. Gul'dan is zoning me out. Leoric just coming back to life. I think I might be able to secure a Q on Gul'dan. Yep. Gul'dan is getting second time greedy there on the Leoric. I don't know why. Maybe he feels like he's unstoppable, like the real Gul'dan, but that is not the case. So they're going to secure the way we were secure. They're going to get the level 16 as well. I noticed a wisp there, but I'm not going to bother to walk over it. They're doing this camp as well. I saw it on the minimap, but my team didn't react. Oh, I landed the Q there. So my Q is back on 5 stacks. I can continue doing max damage. We should be on the middle here probably. Yep. I'm going to get the perfect shot. It's going to allow me to spam my Q even more. I'm really trying to be careful here to not waste the Q. Varian is engaging on me, putting the flank. I'm going to try to ult here to zone him out of me because I was pretty scared because my team wasn't very close to me as well. Asmodan is on the bottom, so I thought they might go a bit deeper there. I wasted my Q as well. Now the Syndragosa, oh, the dragon animation, by the way, is pretty cool on this skin. He's going to freeze the forts. I'm trying to get this Arthas, but the Morphirian ult is going to go. Nice heal from Rhaegar there. I'm just trying to poke through this small gate on the side, which actually gives me a very nice defensive point here, which is going to allow me to survive. Going to land a kill there on Arthas. See, blocks the Variant, blocks the Unara. They see me though from the Unara Wiz, but I'm just managing to maneuver here throughout this door, and Varian is getting pissed out. I mean, he is like, this door is helping this Nova way too much. I'm poking the Varian. He's actually trying to go against me here. He's pretty confident. I'm landing another Q and another Q. I'm going to land a nude to finish him out. Pretty nice stuff there. Leoric is coming back, so we now have 3 versus 5 dominance. Maybe we should do boss. I don't know. We haven't gotten any single fort yet, which really sucks. I'm going to do some pretty nice damage on the Unara. And yeah, we're just waiting for them to respawn. This is pretty bad. I think to myself, at least I could use these 2 stacks here to secure a camp or something. We should have definitely went for the boss there, but at the moment we are in a position where we just managed to get some kind of a win from this team fight, and we don't want us to overextend with risks. But now this is a pretty bad decision here because we actually decided to start the boss when everyone from them is alive. I think we're actually trying to maybe bait the boss, not do it so much for the kill, but we're actually going pretty deep now. Their team is coming. Yep. Oh, this is going to be intense. So we have some vision here with the totem and the clone. I'm going to ulti on Morphirian there. Morphirian is going to go on stasis though. Syndragosa coming down. This doesn't look good for us. Leoric is going to die. We secured the boss, so that's pretty good. Unara is doing tons of damage on me. I managed to scare her with a Q there, but she could have finished me there pretty easily. Q down. This boss was a bad idea in my opinion, especially with them alive. If we did it like 30 seconds earlier, it would have been definitely a good idea, but not so late. The good thing is that we actually secured the boss. If they took the boss, it would have been a very big problem for us. Now I'm poking the Variant here. He's going pretty confident on the Asmodan with the health regen, but my damage is just pretty high for him to sustain it, especially with the perfect shot. Going for a Q every 3 seconds is just too much damage for anyone to handle. I'm going to miss there though. So we're 19 levels equal here. Tychus is going to be up pretty soon, and we have an open window of 30 seconds to do something. I'm going to ulti there because I saw that I could zone the Unara. I'm getting zoned by Arthas here, so I'm trying to get away from all these kills, and we didn't manage to kill anyone. And Leoric died, so that really sucked. I think that wasn't the best entomb either. I'm just going to poke them out here a bit because I want to be annoying and to not let them deliver gems. Unara here though being a bit scary. Yeah, we're just trying our best here to win some time. I'm not doing that good of a job with my Qs, but I'm doing what I can. Artis, he seems pretty well there though. He managed to root me. Tychus is going to get healed there. Very nice heal, but unfortunately he's getting punished by 4 people there. And Leoric just came back to life, but we're just outnumbered at the moment. I'm not really sure what Asmodan is doing. I feel like he's doing nothing there. He's throwing some balls there, I guess. But in general, we should be not fighting now that they have level 20. They're probably going to get a spider wave pretty soon. Just going to be refreshing my Q stacks, poking. That's usually what I do. One thing that sometimes happens is when I'm going to get the precision barrage. When I actually go poking them with my Q so I can get my stacks up, some smart enemies would actually... Oh, Artis here, I'm going to be able to swap him. And that Leoric Entomb again, he actually did manage to walk out his way there. But, I mean, we barely managed to secure that kill. One thing I wanted to mention is that I'm going to land an ulti there so I can zol them out from Leoric. Variant going on me. I'm going to land some pretty nice Qs. Varian is now out of way to exit, so he's going to try to sustain himself with his healing, but I'm just going to land another Q there. What I wanted to mention about Nova is that when I'm trying to refresh my Q stacks, sometimes if the enemy is smart, they can actually gank me when I'm trying to refresh it on one enemy, so they would actually gank me from several sides or behind me. So that's a pretty good tactic that you might want to use with Nova. It's actually generally staying all together. And yeah, I mean, it's been like 5 ults there, and yeah, that last ulti did something there, but the point of the ult of Leoric is actually to entomb them in the ult itself and for you to stand in front of them so they cannot move. And just look at that! Look at that bullshit, man! How am I supposed to land my ults on several people if we cannot combo here? Come on. I'm just doing my best here. We're going to be contesting the gems here. I actually have enough to deliver. Tychus is putting the laser drill. I'm going to ulti there on the Gul'dan. Now Sindragosa coming, swinging every one of us. They're re-engaging on us. I'm trying to burst the Varian as much as I can. The turret is doing some pretty nice damage on him. Mofurion is also killing him. I'm going to land there one to zone the Varian. I'm going to land one on. I'm going extremely low. Please someone heal me. Rhaegar. No. Alright, I did what I can there. First time I see a good Leoric ult there, man. But unfortunately, he was a bit away from our team. But thankfully, Tychus managed to secure that kill. It was on Arthas, their tank, but the first time I seen actually entombing properly someone on point and blocking him, because I remember that first Varian ulti, he just walked away and Varian managed to escape. We managed to deliver the gems, so we're pushing now pretty nicely. We actually are now dominant on the forts, which is pretty good. We have more people alive. I'm going to be coming in 20 seconds. I'm doing most damage as well. So let's see what's going to happen in the next moments here. Oh, Leoric with the ulti there. It's pretty good, but Mofurion managed to freeze himself, preventing all damage during the entomb timer. And this Leoric man is so cocky. He doesn't understand that his entombs weren't that good, and he thinks that they were good. And I mean, from 7 entombs, 2 were okay. in my opinion. I have seen some other Riorex land in Tombstone on at least 3 people, and I haven't seen that shit. And I'm going to land a precision strike there on 2 people, but I got rooted by Malfurion and I just died instantly. Taika's doing pretty nice side damage with the turret there. Riorex is talking pretty nice damage there for our team. Taika's turret, very nice job there, but our team is getting wrecked at the moment. Varian is going to take out this turret down. Wunara is going to be chasing the Taikas. Taikas is healing himself as much as he can here, but he's just going to get outnumbered, rooted as well. Rhaegar is doing what he can to save him, but it's not going to happen. Asmodan here, he has no mana, so that's okay. But the good thing is that we actually managed to secure this bottom fort, which is going to give us some pretty nice pressure. Now, they're doing the boss, they have started the boss. I think something very interesting happened here. Let's see, so Asmodan is going towards the boss, and Leoric is probably spawning pretty soon in 3 seconds. And let's see here. They're going to kill the boss just right now. Asmodan doing some very nice damage with his minions and a Q, and Leoric managed to zone them away from the boss. Holy shit! Play of the game of Leoric. I'm going to land a precision strike there so I can zone out Asmodan there. I'm just yeah, I mean, Leoric did pretty nice zoning there. I cannot say anything about that. He also tanked the spot while Asmodan was on the side doing damage. So they both secured that pretty well. But I was impressed with the Asmodan damage there. I haven't never seen an army of the dead doing that much damage there. I'm going to get ulted by Arthas. I'm in a very bad spot. Rhaegar with the quick heals there and a shield and an ultimate saving my ass from total annihilation. Now another keep is destroyed with the boss. Asmodan is doing some siege damage here so we can finish this final fort. We did manage to get some kills there. I'm just trying to poke them out here. I have another precision strike ready. All the forts, all the keeps are down. Varian now engaging. Entomb on Varian, I'm going to land that in ultimate. My Q is going to be up there. Just some auto attack damage is going to finish out the Varian. Arthas is going to go down. Taika sustaining himself pretty nicely there. He's going to die to the poison, but we're going to clear house here. And this is going to be game. Whew. In my opinion, this was not an easy game at all. But we didn't manage to win it. I did 101k damage. Wow, I think... was it Gul'dan that did a bit more damage from their team? Yeah. Asmodan though. Very nice job from Asmodan. I didn't see him to do that much during the early to mid game. He was probably soaking, so that's why he actually got the commendation for that. But I was very impressed with what he did with the boss there. So that's why I'm going to give him a thumbs up there. I'm nowhere there, so that's pretty unfortunate. But I think I did pretty well in general. I had some moments where I got caught off pretty brutally, which is pretty bad. Got my ass saved by Rhaegar a couple of times. But overall, I think this was a pretty nice game that I wanted to show, guys. So yeah, that's going to be everything from me from today. So thank you for watching. And until next time, stay righteous. Oh, he gets caught by Stitches there, and I continue. Now the problem here is that Butcher is actually gaining HP from Stitches, and I cannot block that health regen. But now that they're focusing me, I can block a lot of the attacks. They're just wasting attacks on me at the moment. Have the dodge. I'm going to be able to... Oh, I dodged that Q as well. And I'm going to be able to finish 2. Oh, but 0-2 now coming here. I'm actually going...